everyone, it's Kei. Welcome to my build guide for the Minion Army Necromancer. The build is designed for a fresh league start. It's completely made from rare items that you can pick up or self-craft. And because there are no uniques, you can even use it for solo self-found. The build uses a small army of minions for dealing damage as well as protecting you from incoming hits. The gear, gems, and passive tree are balanced towards survivability, so you can focus on staying alive and leveling up. As you build your character up in a league, I recommend transitioning to one of my endgame builds. In this guide, I will talk about how the build works, how to summon specters, the passives Ascendancy and Pantheon, and gear including gems and links. The Minion Army Necromancer uses minions to do all the hard work. Your specters are the main damage dealers. The zombies and golem are the meat shields. The raging spirits add extra damage for tough monsters like bosses, and the skeletons help with damage and distracting enemies. For the spectre, I recommend using the Frost Auto Scout. It's a solid all-round spectre with good damage and survivability. The build has several defensive features: meat shield minions, a big life pool, a good amount of block and life recovery on block, a focus on defensive flasks, and taunt and blind from your minions. To get the Frost Auto Scout Spectre, open a heist repository or Tunnel's contract. Enter the heist and kill a sleeping Frost Auto Scout. Take off Spell Echo from the Raise Spectre gem links. Take off your wand if you have the Trigger Craft. Put Raise Spectre on your cast bar. Move your mouse over the corpse while holding the corpse target key, which should be A. Then cast Raise Spectre. Now that you have one spectre, you can spawn corpses with Desecrate to raise more. If you're interested in using other specters, please check my other guides by clicking the link at the top right. Here is the passive tree for the build. Note that Ravenous Horde is anointed on the amulet. There are several jewel sockets that you can use for ghastly eye jewels. The most important mods are Life, Taunt, and Blind. Then look for other useful minion mods or resistances. The passive tree also passes close to 2 outer jewel sockets. These are used for cluster jewels, which I will cover in another guide. For the ascendancies, Unnatural Strength is the most important because the extra levels give all your minions increased damage and survivability. The Raise Spectre gem also gives extra spectres at higher gem levels. Bone Barrier gives a nice boost to defenses as well as making your minions tankier. And Mistress of Sacrifice applies your offering skills to your Necro. So Bone Offering will give you extra block chance and life recovery. For the Pantheon, I like to use Lunaris and Shakari. Here is an overview of the gear including gems and links. Overall, the priority is to get the highest life mode on all items. After that, make sure your elemental res is 75% and get as much chaos res as possible. And then look for these important mods. For your weapon, use a wand or scepter with minion damage. It's easy to craft this with an Essence of Fear. You can also find a wand in the Temple of Atzo or craft a Convoking wand with fossils. Use a crafting bench to add trigger a socketed spell. This will auto cast the gems, which are Desecrate, Bone Offering, and Balsam Skeletons. For the helmet, look for or craft +2 or +3 to minion gem level. You can also look for Elder Influence to get the minion damage mod as part of the helmet. The gems are Summon Raging Spirit, Unleash, Minion Damage, and Multi-Strike. For your shield, look for Warlord or Shaper Influence to get the special mod Recover Life when you block. The gems are Stonebrand, Hex Touch, and Frostbite. For the gloves, you can craft minion damage or resistances if you need them. The gems are Raise Zombie, Summon Stone Golem, Meat Shield, and Minion Damage. For the body armor, you can start with the basic 6 link and then upgrade to a +1 Spectre armor. It's a drop-only item from Delve and comes from the special encounter with contains minion or aura items. I recommend crafting increased maximum life and mana. For Frost Auto Scout, the gems are Raise Spectre, Spell Echo, Minion Damage, Elemental Focus, Predator, and Hypothermia. For more map clearing speed, you can swap Hypothermia to greater multiple projectiles. For the boots, try to get 25 or 30% movement speed so you can move faster. The gem links are Hatred, Generosity, Skitterbots, and Convocation. For the amulet, I recommend using the Citrine or Jade amulet to get enough dex to use the green gems. If you still need more, annoy your amulet with 3 clear oils to get +30 dex. You can also get +1 to all int gems with Hunter Influence. This will help you get Raise Spectre gem level 25 to get an extra Spectre. The anointment is Ravenous Horde using 1 Verdant and 2 Opalescent ores. For rings, use a Vermilion or Coral ring and 1 Unset ring. In the Unset ring, socket Flame Dash. For the belt, use a Stygian Vice to socket a Ghastly Eye for extra life and minion mods. Lastly, the flasks are Life with Staunching for bleed removal, Granite for extra armor, Quicksilver for speed boost, Quartz for phasing and dodge, and Basalt for reducing physical damage. The POB paste bin has leveling trees, and you can also watch my leveling guide by clicking on the link at the top right. There is also a detailed walkthrough on the forum. Note that the leveling guide uses minion instability for the story, and you should refund it when you reach maps. Before I finish the video, I'd like to thank my patrons. Without your support, I wouldn't be able to make these videos. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this build guide video. And you have fun playing the Minion Army Necromancer. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, bye!